Now, Kawhi Leonard is listed as questionable against the Clippers with a bruised right hip. If he's not playing in this lineup, with what we've seen from Pascal Siakam thus far this season, do you expect him to take on a heavier offensive load?
Not necessarily a heavier offensive load. I think he'll step up and play his same game. And the thing that I like about him and the thing that I like about this Raptors team, they all know their role. They all play together. And it really is about team. If anybody steps up tonight, I think it'll probably be that guy, Danny Green. He's got the experience and he's capable of going off and, knocking down 4 or 5 3-pointers in the game. But Siakam is just that, He hustles, he gives you the defense, and I just like the way they're playing right now.
Yeah, I love his play too. And, I think when you have a superstar player in a big game who's out on the road, it is a collective effort. You're not going to have one person fill in and pick up the slack there for a missing player of Leonard's stature. But, that's been Toronto. And I think it started last year with Dwayne Casey, where it became less about Lowry and DeRozan, and you started to empower and build confidence in the rest of the supporting cast. And I think it's just continued on this season. And so, yeah, it's a collective team effort. They're a tough team to match up against because, a lot of teams you can focus in on a few guys, but we've seen, a number of guys step up, make plays down the stretch in crunch time moments. And I think for them, it's about winning in the regular season. It's about positioning yourself nicely, but it's ultimately about how can we win a championship and how can we beat Golden State. And this, to me, as a team, is the only way that they're going to be able to beat Golden State, because Golden State, as we talked about in the previous segment, is just too good to go at them with just one or two guys.
Many, I think, apart from Raptors fans, of course, are surprised that it's worked so well, so fast in Toronto with a new head coach, with adjusting to a new superstar in your lineup, with a new look roster. But it has worked this well, this fast. Do you see Kyle Lowry and his recent, what we're calling Jurassic meltdown, only because it's a fun little play on Jurassic World up there, as perhaps adjusting his game, figuring out how to play alongside Kawhi Leonard, a lack of confidence? What do you make of these numbers in December?
Well, I look at those numbers and then I go all the way down to those little numbers on the bottom that says assists, that says 10.0 assists a game, leads the NBA.
What are those? What are assists?
That means that you're helping your teammates. That means that you're not taking the first quality shot. That means you're giving those shots to your teammates. Therefore, your field goal percentage may not look as good. And we just talked about a Siakam, who we talk about maybe the most improved player in the league. He and Derrick Rose right now, 1 or 2. But you can't tell his story without telling the guy who's leading the league in assist story. So I look at what Lowry has done this year is similar to the way he played in college at Villanova. He's gone back to playing winning basketball. He's not trying to, CYA, with stats. He's about winning. And when you look at the team who's leading the league in terms of winning, and actually if you go back over the last 4 years and you look at the point guards in the East, Kyle Lowry, not only has he been an all-star, but his teams outside of LeBron James' team, and I don't count LeBron James as one of those point guards, but his team has won more than any other team. So I love the way Lowry is playing. I love the adjustments that he's made, and he's playing perfect basketball the exact way. And this is one of those times where the numbers don't necessarily tell the truth.
And I'd like to point out that I didn't call it the Jurassic meltdown. I was told we were calling it a Jurassic meltdown, and then they didn't show it on the screen, and now I'm going to get the tweets. But I agree with you there on Kyle Lowry. And after the break,
Christian Ledlow.
No, you know what?